All right, everybody, welcome here at the bonus round. Today we have a very exciting AMA here. We have the team from Bet Your Beans, Matthew and Sam, and they're going to bring a betting app out. And in that app, you can bet really on anything you want. I have some weird questions about some bets, so let's see if it's really true. And yeah, hi guys.
Good morning. Thanks for having
Morning.
us.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. Glad to have you here. Like I said already, this looks very nice project, and I really like the idea of that private sale you're doing right now. And yeah, I'm excited to see where this one goes. Let's just start maybe with a team introduction a little bit before we jump at the project.
Okay, my name is Matthew. I'm from Vancouver, Canada. I work in the film industry full time. I've been doing that for 15 years on quite a few big shows like The Revenant, Warcraft, etc., etc. My team is going to give me a hard time because I always talk about The Revenant. But I came up with this idea kind of back in December, realizing there's too many 21-year-old kids sitting in their mom's basement launching projects that aren't willing to put themselves out there. And we have a unique idea and a good concept, and we're going to treat it like a proper business. And we've also got Sam in here, who's kind of my first partner to come on board here. I like him. Sam, you can introduce yourself.
Yeah, I like him is probably the nicest introduction I've gotten from you so far, so I'll take it. No,
It's a good
I'm Sam. I met Matt probably, I guess, back in, I can't remember when Grimace Coin popped off, but we knew each other sort of through that, and then afterwards he was working quite a bit on that project, and afterwards we started getting to talking, and he kind of speaking my language a little bit about this project, about transparency, about being fully open, doxing ourselves immediately, and just an application that I found incredibly interesting. Being able to bet on literally anything is really appealing to me. I'm personally, I'm more of the better than Matthew is.
Mhm.
I think I'm the type of person that would use the app a lot more, and a lot of my friends, my cohorts, absolutely would utilize something like this. So the idea of building a project and application that I know I would want to use and people that I know and enjoy would want to use, that really sort of spoke to me. So we hit it off immediately on that, and we've been sort of working on it ever since. But in this past couple of months, the ball has really started getting rolling. But yeah, no. So I'm Sam. I'm also in British Columbia, Canada. I'm in Fernie though, so I'm in the little Rocky Mountains there. And again, I say it every time, my DMs are always open to anybody. If anybody wants to throw out questions that they don't feel comfortable asking here or any other time, always you can come ask me.
He loves marketing proposals though, just loves them. So
Send them my way.
Do
um,
we not all?
yeah. We've also got Carmen Crypto on the team, who she was in one of my small investors groups. I've known her for quite a while. She's on like the board of crypto in Nevada. She's very outspoken. She goes to conferences. We're all fully doxed on the website. We've got Jeremy, who's kind of running our HR slash editorial department. Tidying up documents, making sure everything looks good. And then of course we have the CoinFlect team, DApp Pendable. Those guys are essentially building the DApp and everything else. They're also Canadian. Super excited to have them on board. I knew them before they ever even started CoinFlect. They do custom blockchain tools. They're incredibly smart. They have a good idea of how we're going to build this application. And I wouldn't be able to do this without them. So that's kind of our core team right now.
Also, actually, I know Carmen Crypto, BSC veteran actually. She's like I think so long around. When I was working in for another project, it was last year, I think August. She was also in that voice chat, and yeah, good lady, very very big experience there. So that's great. Docs is always good. Yeah, I don't want to go too much in the
No worries.
background now. I like that movie, so which he was working on. So
Yeah,
yeah, but
check out the website. That's us on there. There's a link
yeah,
to like the projects I've directed on there. There's my IMDb. That's Sam's real face. That's Carmen. Like, we're here to be fully transparent and build something real. So, feel free to check it out at betyourbeans.com.
Awesome. I mean, yeah, I have it in a pinned already. If everybody want to see it, yeah, let's just jump in the project. I mean, it looks very good, so I really want to know what it's all about.
Okay. So the basic gist of it is Bet Your Beans is a peer-to-peer betting platform, where you can bet on anything you want. You can bet on crypto price predictions. You know, we're going to be adding a sports API. Like the world is literally your oyster when it comes to this thing. So here's an example. This will take a little bit. Let me kind of run through the process. So I'm sitting here with TJ, and I'm like, I think Bitcoin's going to hit 100,000 in 4 months from now. TJ says, you're an idiot. I'll say, I will agree with him. Say, yes, I am, but I think I can take $100 off of you. So let's, put your money where your mouth is, buddy. Let's go. We'll go to betyourbeans.com. We're going to load up the dApp. We're going to connect our wallets. The first time we connect, we pick a username, whatever you want to put on there. Now that username is yours for life. It's tied to your wallet address. And then we're going to be in kind of like a betting lobby, and we're going to sit there and go back and forth. But okay, so we've got the top 10 cryptos. We're going to make it a private lobby, so it's just me and him. We're going to look at Bitcoin. We're going to pick the time and the date. I'm going to say I think it's going to hit 100,000. He says yes. We both agree to it. We sign off on that deal. There's a built-in chat at the bottom as well, so we can discuss what the terms of our bet are right there on the website. You don't have to go back to Telegram on your phone, back into your text messages. Once you've both connected your wallet to the lobby, you can figure it out in there. We'll lock the bet. We'll both put in $100. What's going to happen is 5% of that from each of them is going to get sent off to the dev wallet / marketing wallet, and also it's portion that's going to go back into our staking pool for passive income, which is a pretty big part of our project, which I'll dive into. The other 95%, this is now the pot. This is what you guys are going to get. So we're going to take $95 from me, $95 from him. And we're going to essentially be creating a smart chain contract for that bet that you guys have created that is owned by the two people placing the bet. And that contract is going to send that money off and hold it on the Binance smart chain. So what that means is that 95%, we cannot hold it. We cannot touch it. We now have nothing to do it. We are essentially factory deploying a bet with the money attached to it. And what will happen is our custom crypto API that we're building is going to be watching Bitcoin and waiting for what you guys have specified to become true or false. And it'll automatically, it'll let you guys go back in, and now you can claim your rewards when it becomes true or false. It's going to say, this guy won. I can tell because the bot's automatically tracking the chart, right? So that's the basic gist of the platform. So the crypto API, we're going to be able to track the top 10 cryptos off the top, and it's automatically going to validate that bet. We have nothing to do with saying this bet is true or false. The other option that we're going to have at our version 1 launch is we're going to have a custom bet. So I can be like, TJ, I bet you can't eat that hamburger in 14 seconds. And he goes, watch me soar. I love hamburgers. And we'll go to the website. Again, but now we're going to make a custom bet. I'm going to say, TJ can't eat a burger in 14 seconds. TJ will say, yes, I can. Sam's going to be sitting there being like, you guys are both idiots. I'm gonna validate this bet. So he'll become a third wallet if we'd like him to, just to make sure that I don't bitch out, right? So TJ now, okay, we sign in, we send let's say we're betting $5. We send our $5 off. That money is again held on the smart chain. TJ devours that burger in like 2 seconds. I'm like, bullshit, TJ. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Now, we could both decide to withdraw and pull our money out, minus the 5% we've already taken for providing the service. But because we have Sam there, Sam's going to be like, Matt, you're a little bitch. Obviously, TJ won. He's going to validate that TJ won. TJ's going to say, yes, I won. TJ's going to get, my $5 minus the 5% and whatever he put back into the pot as well, right? So the beauty of the custom bet is like, you can bet on anything. You can say, I think this pitch and this inning is going to be thrown this fast by here and there. Again, you are going to rely on you and the person you're playing with to be betting fair and square. But you can also, again, have that third-party validator. So those are kind of the two things we're going to be launching with. After we get going and the version 1 of the dApp comes out, we're going to be also creating a sports API that will tie into sports that we add. So now you can bet on win or loss type games for football clubs and all that type of jazz. Smart Chain is going to handle the betting side as well. Again, that money gets sent off and it's going to be automatically validated. So you don't need a third party or anything like that. There's no scamming the system. It's going to be looking at the sports scores that are out there, and you can tie into and be like, yeah, this guy won, he gets the money, right? So that is the Bet Your Beans betting platform, and that's only the start of it. There's so many more things that we can't really talk about now because they will get ripped off. And you know, the key parts of the betting platform is your money is safe and secure because we don't control it. As well, because we are not actually taking your money and holding it, we're in that kind of gray area legally where, because this question always comes up and it's a great question, we don't really need a banking license. If we were taking your money and putting it in a pot in a wallet and then giving it back to you, we would need a banking license as we scale upwards and build this into a business. We are also, you know, gambling, that's kind of a part of what we're doing. We're betting on stuff, but we're moving forward. Before we build the legit business, is we are essentially just a contract factory deployer. We are a website that you go to and you say, I want to create a contract with this person for this amount of money for this reason. And we say, okay, you give us this money and we'll create the contract. You guys own the contract. So legally, we're kind of protecting ourselves in that way when it comes to betting as well. Now, long term, obviously, we are prepared to register this as a fully incorporated business. CoinFlect and the Dapendable guys, you know, they're also Canadian. They've done that already. They've got their business in Canada. They've got the business in the Cayman Islands, and they've done everything on the up and up to make sure that they are protected legally and doing everything. Now, you know, we are small right now. We know that this is a massively scalable business. It's one of the beautiful things about the betting platform. And as we grow, we get more and more people involved. We're prepared to take those steps. You know, again, like this is us. We're here. We're transparent. We're here to build a business. We're not here to hide. There's too many people doing cloak and dagger shit out here in the space. So the other big part about the platform is the token itself, obviously, and the passive income element. And so we're treating this a little bit differently than a lot of platforms. Generally, you got a swap or you got all these, you know, places that are offering some sort of service, and they say, okay, you have to go buy our token and hold a certain amount, and now we're going to let you use it. You know, at the end of the day, we've got a large percentage of people in the world who like to gamble or bet and have fun with their money. Now you've got a smaller portion that are actually in the crypto space, and you've got an even smaller portion of that are even using Binance Smart Chain stuff. So we want to make this as accessible as possible. So you don't have to buy our token. You don't have to hold our token. At the end of the day, we want you to be able to come on board and in under a minute, place a bet. You can place it in BNB and Crow off the top. We're going to add other options as well, Ethereum 2.0 as we go along. So you don't even have to care that we have a cryptocurrency in the background at the end of the day. It's all about getting volume through that betting application and sharing the social experience. And so what that is going to do, on the back end, you've got the BYB token. And so you can stake your tokens for passive income that's going to be getting rewarded in BNB. And so to be successful, you don't have to go telling your friends and your grandma to go buy the charter, to buy the cryptocurrency. So you can pump your wallet and you can dump on them, assholes, because we know everyone does it, and it drives me nuts. And I hate trying to sell crypto to people like that. All you need to do is come on board, stake, and share the platform. So now I'm earning passive income from everybody that's, if you're buying and selling on the chart, we're going to take a portion to go into the staking pool, but we're also taking a portion of the betting fee to go into the staking pool. So at the end of the day, you don't have to convince anyone to buy anything. You just got to convince them to use the platform and have a good time placing some bets. And that's going to keep the staking pool going. So we're keeping our token very separate from the application itself. The other benefit to BYB is that's going to be part of our GameFi and social elements. So, you know, as you play, we've got the bean score system. Think about the Xbox gamer score. Everything that you do, you're going to earn bean score. You place a bet, you lose a bet, you win 5 bets in a row, you're going to get a big chunk of bean score. And you're going to be able to go and look at the list and see who's got the highest bean score, which essentially tells you who's using the platform the most. After our version 1 launch, we're going to be scaling that into the Be the Best platform, where now we're going to build a historical API, and you're going to be able to see your wins and losses against every player on the platform, whether it's in sports betting, whether it's in a crypto betting, whether it's custom betting. You're going to be able to add friends. You'll be able to add rivals. You're going to be able to directly challenge each other to bets you want to place or invites to a crypto bet, sports bet, anything like that. So the GameFi elements are really going to be a huge part of what we're doing to have people come to this platform, have fun, and repeatedly use it. And so as you play, let's say I win five Bitcoin bets, there's a mouthful, against Sam in a row. We're going to be like, hey, yo, good job. You're going to unlock a special 5 Bitcoin bet avatar. And you can look at it. If you want to use it, you can go drop the $5 and have that on your profile, right? Because your social profile and the gamification elements are going to be a very important part of sharing yourself and building up your bragging rights. So you'll be able to go and be like, who's the best at betting on the Chelsea Football Club wins? And you can go and be like, this guy's got a 100% betting ratio. Damn, he's got a super sick profile photo that he got because he's gotten won 10 bets in a row or hasn't lost a bet. I want to get that. I'm going to send the guy a challenge and try and take him down and see if I can win 10 in a row, right? So that's the gamification side. So the BYB token is for essentially in-game economy and for passive income. And then the platform itself is over here, easy to use, fun to play, doesn't require a token at all. And so what this means at the end of the day is that the value of our project is also not going to be defined by our market cap and our liquidity. If you come out and you say, man, you guys only got $10,000 in liquidity, like what the fuck, your project is dead. And I'm like, we have 500 to 1,000 transactions coming through every day, and we're taking 5% of that. That's going to the staking pool and to the team to continue developing. What's a venture capitalist going to look at? Are they going to be looking at my market cap and my liquidity down there, or are they going to be looking at the amount of users using our platform, engaging with it, and bringing volume through? So we think we've got something pretty unique here on our hands. And I would say the last little note, I'm sure Sam will have a bunch to add, is our NFTs that are currently on sale. You can check them out at mint.betyourbeans.com. Somebody minted 50 of them last night. They're 0.25 BNB each. And what we're doing with the NFTs is also very unique in the space. Nobody's done it before. Is you get a pegged value of tokens on these NFTs. They're random. There's 4 different ones, and they're all going to give you anywhere from 15 to 60% above pre-sale value of pegged value of tokens. So if you buy one for 0.25 BNB, you get a diamond NFT, you get around 0.4 BNB worth of pegged value of tokens for staking. The NFTs are sick. They're really nice. And this is essentially our private and NFT sale because you're getting better value than pre-sale, and you can stake this token before we ever launch the token itself. So the second that we launch, we're going to have that money coming back through into anyone who's bought the NFT. So you're essentially getting on board as a private investor. You can never sell those tokens, but you're getting on board with really strong staking benefits off of the top that are going to help you out and give you a good passive income. The other thing with this NFT is because we have a pegged value of tokens to it, if we're 100x a year from now, the value of those NFTs is going to shoot up with our chart because of the pegged value of tokens. It's not just a monetary amount, it's legit. It's like buying those tokens for staking purposes only. So if you want to get out a year from now and you're like, hey, I like these guys, but I've got too many NFTs, maybe I'm going to sell one, you're going to be able to sell that NFT for something pretty close to what our current market cap is going to be reflecting the value of those tokens to be, which is something pretty unique, and I think is definitely something we're excited to do. We'll be honest, it's a bit of a hard market right now, but go take a look. Would love for you guys to check them out. But overall, that's kind of the basics of the Bet Your Beans platform. I can definitely ramble a little bit about it, but I think I've covered most of it.
I'd like to just pop in quickly on the NFTs as well there. So they will also be, that staking pool will also be filled up by every transaction made, every bet made on the application as well. So if you buy the NFT now, you're still going to be getting those rewards years from now from people using the application itself. So it's not only just an investment in the sort of tokenomic side of it while we're waiting for the application launch, you will be also seeing those rewards as the application grows as well.
Yeah.
Awesome. Let me just, before we jump further, here's actually a question from Mick. How's the revenue from the NFT sales distributed regarding the LP ratio?
Sorry, what was the? Oh, so the NFTs don't actually affect the LP or the amount of actual tokens that we will have for sale in our pre-sale either. It's a pegged value of tokens, but not actually tokens pegged into it. So you're going to get the rewards like you've got those tokens physically, but the pegged value that is on the NFTs doesn't actually come from the amount of total supply, right? So, because right now, if you bought every single NFT, it would be like owning 10% of our total supply of tokens.
Yeah. But you sold 277 NFTs right now, which is like around 69 BNB. Is that going all in the LP, or what is the plan to do with this?
That money is going into the dev and the marketing wallet, and to give us a pretty good push for our Pinksale as well, because we really need, we have a pretty high soft cap and hard cap. We're looking for like $200,000 as a soft cap, 400,000 as a hard cap currently. So we want to use a bunch of this money for that marketing. But the main thing that the NFT sale was for was to fund the staking platform. Because again, we are building it just like we built our own staking, our own minting DApp and everything here. The CoinFlex guys did a great job. They're also building that staking platform. So we control it, we own it, it's safe and secure. And we need that staking platform to be available before we actually ever launch, because we don't want people to miss out on, the benefits from the APY on day one when there's people buying and selling on the chart, right? So we think the first couple of days is going to be really bullish for that staking platform. So it's getting that funded has been a big part of the NFT sale.
Awesome. So here, Mick is there again. So the NFTs resemble a stake, but aren't actual tokens, but they will gain a large part of all volume on token transactions, right?
Exactly. They're good. It's going to be like you own those tokens and you've said, I'm never going to sell these tokens. It's like buying into pre-sale, getting a little bit more bang for your buck and saying, I'm only going to stake. I am never, ever going to sell these tokens. And you're going to get rewarded, competently because of that.
Do I still get BNB rewards also from the tokenomics, or is it only going to the staking?
Only go into the staking. So it's like you come on board, you like the platform, you like what you're doing, you believe in the long term, and you're like, all I have to do is get people to use this platform. We're going to be doing our marketing, catering around Jack from Jack and the Beanstalk. We're going to do funny videos with the guy in a costume popping up with the guys playing pool in a bar who got no money in their pocket to bet, popping up, oh, you want to bet your beans, do ya? And just really push that viral marketing side of this out and the having fun element. And we think that when people see what we're doing with this and that marketing comes into place, they're going to be like, oh shit, I'm just going to hold, I'm just going to stake, and I'm just going to get more people to start playing and using the platform. And that's where the rewards are going to come from. If you don't stake your token, there's no reflection or anything coming back if you don't stake your token. So staking is really, it's believing in us. It's passive income and earning money that you never have to worry about.
Awesome. Yeah, I like that idea. It's a good idea for people who are really there with you from day one and they know you and they want to support you. And just taking like, I'm buying now NFTs, I'm buying my value just to stake it and then just leave it right. But if I want token with value, which I can trade, I need to buy in a pre-sale or at launch, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. I'm sure that there's going to be like half of this probably at least the aping in the pre-sale. That's not a worry for me. I like that NFTs, they look good, and I mean, the first time you get something for your private sale, I never saw somebody get something for the private sale money. So yeah, that's a good idea, and if it's really like for people supporting, and I want you to have a nice launch, and I just put my token there, stake them, I get rewards on it, and that's it. Good idea. It's unique. I never saw that before. It's pretty awesome.
I can't take the credit for that. That was RJ from CoinFlex, unfortunately. Gotta hire smart people. They come up with all the good ideas.
Yeah. Yeah, there's NFTs already. If somebody didn't see them on the homepage yet, bronze, silver, gold, diamond, and perfect to the theme, beans, so that fits together. I got one question earlier from Mick, actually. I would have asked it also. You're gonna do, what was it? Multi-bet coming also, because he said if he would like bet with friends, if he sits somewhere on a table, they wouldn't use an app for it.
Are we gonna do something where you can bet with friends?
No, if you do like multi-bet, like where more people can bet in a pot, like
Yeah, so that's kind of the beauty of the platform is like, our version one, we know what we're going to launch with. We know our timeline for that. We're looking at, roughly 3 months after we do the pre-sale and the token launch is when we expect the version one to come out. That'll come with the custom bets. That'll come with the the custom bets, the crypto bets, the bean score system, the staking, all that type of fun stuff is going to be out. But there's so many things that we want to develop for this, and we kind of came up with this during one of our other AMAs. Is like, wouldn't it be great if we could build a rug or not bot? And so now, we would define the rules of what's a rug. Let's say roughly, a token drops 80% over 24 hours. You can go and put in, something new that's just launched, and then everybody can go and connect their wallets and say, yes, I think it's going to rug, or it's a scam, or no, I think it isn't. And so you can have people dropping in, let's say we make it a $5 entry. You got 100 people dropping in on the yeses. You got 150 people dropping on the no's. Whatever happens at the end, that when that rug or not bot says, oh yeah, it definitely rugged, or it's definitely a scam, it dropped 80% of this happened because of this. Boom, everybody on the yes side is going to get split the pool from the no side. Right. So there's a lot of fun applications that we can do that are also going to be related to the crypto community. We'd like to be able to build a bot or something like that with these rules that make sense for everyone. And now you just have a rug or not bot that is in your Telegram group that's showing you what side's winning, what side's losing, and people can go and throw their money on whatever side they think is going to happen. You'll have that community discussion going on. And that's just one example of how we want to allow multiple wallet connections to a larger extent. But that's a feature that we're going to implement a little bit later on down the line. We have to figure out how to do that properly and fairly. There's also, as we get going, like, sports betting is a huge thing. And that's what Sam is really interested in is, we're going to be building up communities. We're going to have it so you can have the Chelsea football clans talking, on our application about bets they want to make and have people join into larger bets down the line for sure. 100%.
awesome. That's good. And I can really bet anything. Yeah, like I can really create a custom bet. Like at worst it is. Yeah. So
Yeah.
So okay, that's pretty funny actually. I'm sure if you're like, it's a good idea if you like have a hangout with some friends and you're just gonna get really drunk and you're like, let's do some bets with Bet2B.
Right. And we've had the question too, because people are like, well, why would I use this instead of just real money? And I was talking to Crypto Keeper, who's an influencer in the space, and he's like, I always want to throw money down on the table. He's like, I would use this app. I'm the guy pulling out $10 to make a stupid bet on a football game at a bar, but he's like, I don't carry money. A lot of people don't carry money. It's all credit card. It's all digital. Like I never have money in my wallet. I think the only money in my wallet I have is pesos from Mexico from 4 months ago. So, yeah, and as you use the platform and you take pride in the fact that you have a good betting winning ratio, you want to use that platform now. You're like, okay, I want to up that win percentage. I want to unlock that special avatar. I want to take a little bit more money from somebody on the charts here. So that incentive is going to come back around to be using the platform versus trying to do it in real life as well.
Awesome. Yeah, like I said, I mean, high school parties, this is going to be probably a nice idea. I don't carry money with me as well, so I probably would use it also. If I want some money, I need always to ask my wife if she has some for me, which is very embarrassing. But I really hate money. Actually, like carrying money. It's annoying. It's painful in the wallet, the coins, and everything. No,
that should be one of our marketing slogans. Your wife won't know you're losing it.
Exactly. I mean, people with crypto, you don't actually look really what you're doing in your wallet. Like you buy this, you buy this, you buy this, but you actually don't really care, But with money, I have only $20 and I can only spend the $20, So there's a difference. And everything's going to be ready at launch, like the apps, staking pools.
So what's going to be ready? So like we're doing our pre-sale on Thursday this week. That'll run for, I think, 4 or 5 days. We should be able to hit our caps. And then we're going to lock down a timeline for when we actually want to launch our token. Launching the token is going to be based on whether our staking pool has gone through testnet, the community has tested it, and we know it's working 100%. And then we'll launch our token. From the time of the pre-sale being successful and completed, because we know it's going to be, we're looking at probably a 3-month window before we have the version 1 of the DApp out. You know what I mean? Now, a lot of people are like, why won't this be available at launch? I mean, you have to look at what we're creating here. This is custom, essentially a custom factory deploy utility has to be created, has to be tested. We're talking multiple contracts. We're talking Web3 connection with user accounts, with avatars. We're talking built-in chat. Like, we've had people like, oh, I got friends who can build this in a week for you. And it's like, no, you don't. This is by no means a simple application, but it seems like it from the outside. So, 3 months is kind of a rough timeline to get the version 1 of the app out. And this is where like community is obviously going to be a huge part of it. Finding people who come on board, they like what we're doing, they like us, they like the videos we're pushing out, they like our community. And, we're going to have people come in and sell on the chart, obviously on launch date. We fully expect that. And we'll probably come back down and we'll level out and probably just be moving off to the right, because we're gonna keep the people around who believe in the project and understand the value. And I'm a big fan of communication and transparency. I was the project manager at Grimace Coin for a couple months there. I ran the community updates, I organized the team, set up the team meetings, and I was like, let's tell our community what's going on. And it was the hardest thing about being over at that project. It was like pulling teeth trying to actually get information from the dev, because I'm like, the community is clamoring for information. Let's give them information. So, you guys are going to be on a 3-month journey with us. Be like, okay, here's what we're working on today. Here's what it looks like. Here's some of our marketing that we're going to be pushing out. What do you guys think about this? Hey, we fucked up. This didn't work according to plan. So we might have to adjust. We're not just going to sit on the sidelines and people like, yo, where's the dev team at? What's happening here? We're going to have community engagement and community involvement the entire time. And we're going to hit that bottom and move to the right. And we're just going to slowly, organically from that point on, spend some marketing money, but get people talking about us and interested in what we're doing, understanding that there's a nice big reward at the end of the tunnel. And that's going to be the version 1 of the app. And then the version 2 will be coming out. And the features that we can't even talk about, I'm super stoked on, are going to be a pretty massive surprise. And some of the stuff that we're doing, like there's nothing like it out there in the crypto space. There's nothing like it out there in the real world. So we're very excited for the things that we're going to be bringing you guys in the GameFi side, beyond just crypto and sports betting as well. So, we tell people, come along for the journey, come meet the team, come hang out, get that confidence in what we're doing. And I think you guys will have a pretty fun run with us. I think this is a never ending project. And I think we're going to see some pretty crazy success. There's a lot of very big eyes on us that are watching what we're doing. And, shit, I can't wait to launch. I'll be honest. It's been a long time coming.
It's the week before launch is always hard. You're not going to sleep much, but yeah, I like the app style here you have. The logo looks great. Just a little bit about the website. I like really the idea is really unique, and I'm very excited what else you have on secrets. I mean, like you said, you don't want to say anything, which I fully understand. People in crypto are like copying more than Chinese car parts. So, yeah, not very.
I'll tell you about it when we hang up, because people that I meet in the space that seem like good people and are legit, I'm happy to give a little bit of my secrets and get a little bit of feedback too and hear thoughts on that. Because even if at the end of the day you walk away and go, damn, these guys are doing something big, and you guys support us down the line because you like what we're doing, I'm happy to divulge some top secrets to you. I don't think I've even told Sam any of this. So.
Yeah, no, kept in the dark, fed shit like a mushroom. Yeah, no, I hear you. No, it's true, and I get it. Like exactly what Matt said. There are some things too that I really want to talk about that involve the gambling influencers or betting influencers that we're going to bring on board. We're going to have functionalities that are going to be so appealing to them that they're going to bring their whole following to our platform, and it's like, it's only because we're in this space we can create these functionalities with these smart contracts. All these other platforms are, I don't know how many people here use them, but they are defunct. They are bad. You have to wait weeks before you even get your payouts. You know, like we want people to get their money instantly after that. We want people to be able to, you know, have a reason to be in a community here. It's there's some really exciting ones that I'm really excited to unveil, but it's also one of those, if it's out there, it could be easier for some of these things to be developed quickly but poorly. And we'd rather be the application that does it right and puts it out and, you know, does it for the long haul. So it's I'm pretty excited about those as well.
And yeah, like if we talk marketing, I mean, you worked in the film industry. I'm sure you know a lot of people who probably still owe you some favors and can push also a little bit. That might you can get the hype train also going with this one. But yeah,
I was really hoping to get out today and go film like a pitch promotion video. Like I have one I did like 10 years ago for a short film where I'm talking about my project as the director producer, and in the background people are fighting. We lit a guy on fire, and then a car comes sliding up behind me, and I don't even look at it, and he stops like a foot behind me, and I turn around and open the door behind me. It would have been great to get something like that lined up, but again, that requires a little bit more time than we have right now. But you know, I am excited. Like I love directing and producing. That's again, like that's kind of my big dream. And I've been in film for 15 years. So, you know, we did a short film called The Grocery Store Action Movie. You can check it out. Go to MatthewDirects.com. You know, we won Just for Laughs. Kevin Hart, the actor, gave it a shout out. We sold it to like CBC, which is a network up here in Canada. So like, I love that stuff. So I'm really looking forward to, you know, using a large portion of the money that we make from our pre-sale to just really start building our branding. And I think that's a vital part for what we're going to be doing, because at the end of the day, we want people to see this not as a cryptocurrency. We are first and foremost a social betting app or social experience app. That's what we are. We just happen to be powered by blockchain technology. So, you know, in the long run, we would love for people to be able to come on board. They see a funny viral video with this guy in a costume and these guys on YouTube. They open up the app, they connect their credit card. They were like, oh, here's an open bet. Somebody's made a bet about what the Chelsea Football Club score is going to be. I'm going to take them up on that with my credit card, and away you go. You know, that's long-term plans. That's legit business plans. But at the end of the day, we want people to come on board and have a fun time. And I think a large part of finding our audience is going to be having that approachability and fun through our marketing. 100%. So the film industry contacts and, you know, my directing experience is definitely something we're going to be utilizing as well.
Awesome. I'm actually just here on the on the tokenomics. I mean, we always have that problem that most projects don't have outside revenue, which we're having here, which is good. Like 5% of every fee is going to the staking pools and to the marketing wallet, which is good. And you can keep pushing forward with this. This is a pretty good idea. Taxes 9. 12%. I'm not a fan of using in BSC more than 10%, but it's 12 is still okay, so that's not a problem. You can change them, oh? They are not.
Yeah, 100%. We can change. Here's the thing: if we started with a lower tax, we could probably never raise it without people getting pretty upset. So, you know, 12% is a good number for us to start, especially because we know people are going to dump on the pre-sale day. It happens. Everyone right now is looking to make a 2 or 3 or 10x. So the higher tax at the beginning, we're hoping will discourage that a little bit. And, you know, for everyone that is doing that to our chart, like that money's going back to give us more money for development, more for marketing, and more for the people who are staked and are believing in the platform. Right, so we're going to start with a 12%, and we can adjust as necessary. But if we started at a 10 or an 8 or anything like that, we could never raise it. So it's, you know, pretty important that we have a decent tax off the top here to help stabilize that chart a little bit, and you know, keep the money coming back into the project so we can further development.
Awesome. Yeah, so that's good. You know, if you can change it, that's perfect. If you lower it, you can do promos running. Will you make a higher tax than 12 on launch or like after launch? Or will you just stay 12?
No.
Just 12, yeah?
Well,
okay.
No, 12% is what we're starting with, yeah, 100%.
That's perfect. I mean, this token, I think it's anyway not for swing trading. So 12 buy, 12 sell, 24%. You need to have a decent amount of profit to make, to take some money out. But it looks for me something to let it ride. Just buy and forget, come back in a year, let you guys work. That's good. 30% in LP, 50% in a pre-sale. Will you guys have team tokens?
Nope, there's no team tokens. We've all got some NFTs, essentially, so we can get some of that passive income, and we're all going to be buying at launch. We do have a portion of our supply that'll either be vested or burned, or used for liquidity, or used to pay for potential services. But there's no team tokens being sent out. We talked about that as a way to compensate people, but the problem with that is some people are really bullish on it. A lot of people don't like that, especially because they're like, well, the team is selling their tokens. What's going on here? And at the end of the day, like, you have to sell to kind of get paid. So we're just going to do it like everyone else. We've got our own wallets. We're going to be buying the chart and playing with the money on our end. We're not, no one's getting paid right now. I'm around $20,000 into this myself that I've invested, because you have to invest in things that you believe in. But yeah, currently no team tokens. We're going to be getting into it like everyone else.
Good. So that's going to be also your own salary, just the rewards from the NFTs and the token later. So
yeah, exactly.
No other salary from Dev Wallet or something in the future.
No, not well. I mean, in the future, that will most likely happen. But right now at launch, like, we can't be saying, okay, everybody gets $500 a week right now or nothing like that, because we need to get this out there. We need to put that money into the marketing. We need to build the brand up. We are the guys selling salsa from my mom's garage right now. That's what we're doing. And we're just covering our costs, but everybody that buys the jar of salsa goes, hey, I kind of like this salsa. I'm going to tell a friend about it. And at some point, you start making more and more salsa. And then the price of the salsa goes up a little bit, or you start mass manufacturing it to the point that now we don't have to spend as much, because now we're buying giant cartons of tomatoes, right? So at this point in time, we're not here to try and make a quick buck off the top. We're here to build a long-term project. And so at some point, there will be obviously, some salary going to people. We're going to start paying people for the project, but we're nowhere close to that right now. That's not the way it is. We are a garage band just getting started, and we believe in the long term of the project. When we go, we open office, that type of stuff. Like, yes, we're going to have to be getting paid through this, but that's a little bit ways down the road. I'm making Sam pay me to be on the project.
Yeah, no, I'm paying him for the opportunity. It's ridiculous. I love it though. So we got some bad advice, in my opinion, in the first couple of weeks. One of these people that we're talking to said, "Oh, well, you need to have team tokens because it shows you're serious about the project, and people will run away from the project if they don't think that you have tokens." I think that the best way for us to show how serious we are is by not having those tokens, by working every day, by being in the community every day, and always being around to show you that we actually care about it. We're investing our own money into the project because we believe in what we're doing. I truly think any money that I'm putting into the project right now will be reflected in the hard work that we're going to put into it. So I personally don't think the team tokens is a good strategy for this style, because we fully intend on building a massive application that'll benefit us all in the long run.
Exactly. I mean, I always been a fan of devs getting paid. Devs should be paid also. So no problem for me in the future if you take some of it. Maybe the rewards is so good that you don't even need to do it. I'm sure you have quite a lot of NFTs, everybody. So that's, I think, not to worry about. I really like that betting fees for the staking pools here, that you take some and just there. So that's good. And the founders NFTs ideas is pretty unique as well. Just go down. Website is good.
I mean, luckily, I still have a full-time job in the film industry. Like, most of the people in my community will know me. Like, I'm not in Telegram chat all day writing away, but I make a lot of calls, or I'm in the voice chat because I'm driving. Like, I'm just starting Goosebumps, the new Sony Disney Plus show. I got my crew working, so you guys will be hearing me a lot in voice calls. So I'm not sitting here going, man, I got to trade crypto. I got to do this to make my money. I'm doing this because I want to build a business that we think has extreme potential. So that's the focus, and I'm very blessed that I can still build this and find the right people to help run it with me while I'm working a full-time job. So
Awesome. Yeah, don't quit your job yet. You never know where it goes. And I honestly think your job is so good that you probably would never quit it anyway. Maybe just a little bit part-time or retiring, but I don't think you would quit it. So yeah, you shouldn't have sent your website, your private website, to the chat.
I shouldn't have.
I should have done it later, but yeah, no, all good. Like I said, website looks nice. For everybody here, website looks nice. Tokenomics is fair, 12%, buy 12%, sell, with a chance to lower it in the future. Passive income for everybody, which is, I think, the new get-go in crypto. It's not all about making X's, because it's not many X's happening right now. So passive income is good, and volume keeps the company alive. So, and gives everybody investor rewards. So that's good. Unique concept. Is there any other NFTs planned in the future, or?
We would like to offer some NFTs at some point. We're thinking, we're not quite sure what the bonus is going to be, but it could be something like where if you buy an NFT, you're going to save a percentage on the betting fee, or you're going to have access to exclusive features. We've talked about maybe doing like some sort of VIP club, that type of thing. But, the NFTs here were meant as a bit of a giving you something special for being an early investor and believing in the project, because you're going to be coming on board to stake your NFTs. We wanted you to have something you could look in your account to be like, yeah, that's pretty sick looking. I'm glad I got this. And you're also not having to worry about dumping on the chart. So if we do another line of NFTs, we're going to make sure that it appeals to people and they find the value in it. We're not trying to be like a massive NFT platform of any sort. But with the things that we have planned, there's so many opportunities to give NFTs, whether it comes down to custom profiles or special rewards for being an extreme bettor. There's a lot of stuff that we're talking about on the back end and how we can implement some more NFTs for this, especially in regards to profiles and customization. But right now, we don't have any specific lock dates, plans, or anything other than, yes, we're going to do something in the future to offer.
Great idea. Great thing. Somebody asked, tell us a little bit more about the pre-sale, what is planned, when is it planned, what time, and I think you said 400,000 hard cap and 250,000.
Yeah. So we are looking at launching the pre-sale around 7 p.m. UTC on Thursday. That might shift a little bit earlier. I'm talking to the Pinksale guys about it. And our hard cap, we are looking for 1,464 BNB, and our soft cap is 748 BNB. So it's a pretty big ask, but we're out here. We are transparent. We have full support from the Pinksale team. Like we're KYC, we're doxed, we have the audit done, and they're really bullish on this project. That they're actually giving us an unprecedented amount of support for our pre-sale. It's going to be a subscription model as well. So they're really bullish on that model, which is kind of one of the reasons why they're also going to be supporting us so strongly. And they don't have a lot of projects as well where you've got the team right here showing themselves to the people in the pre-sale, which is what we're going to be doing. So yeah, Thursday, we'll call it 7 p.m. UTC for now. Again, 748 BNB soft cap. We'll call it 1,500 BNB as our hard cap is currently what we're looking for. In the subscription model, 51% of that is going to go into liquidity. So it's one of the reasons why we have to have a bit of a higher ask, is because what's going to happen, I think we're locking liquidity for a month right off the top, is 51% goes straight to that. So let's say we raise 200,000, we're already losing 100,000, right? So now we've got less than 100,000 because Pinksale takes their cut and everything else to build the app, start building the other features of the app, and push our marketing out there, right? So, it's not a cheap product to build, and but we're pretty confident that we're going to be able to hit this with the support of Pinksale. You know, we're going to be doing a Golem AMA on the Wednesday. We're having follow-up AMAs with other places we've gone to. We're really going to be pushing this thing out within the next 5 days and just building that investor confidence that people are going to want to get a piece of the pie here.
Awesome. What's going to be min and max buy in the subscription?
Max buy is 5 BNB.
Okay.
I don't think there's a minimum. Like, I'm on the testnet version here, and I don't see a minimum buy. And I don't think it asked me when I was making the testnet version. So
yeah. Somebody asked for an explanation of subscription. That's pretty new in Pinksale. And everything what's overcommitted will be refunded to the people. I'm not a fan of it because it's a whale playground actually. But I think every Pinksale subscription I saw the last week since it's out, it's always overfilled until the end. So I'm sure we're going to see to the end of the pre-sale some couple 400 BNB buys.
yeah,
because there's a subscription whale actually playing around. I think in every subscription I saw, he's in it also. So yeah.
Oh, I like it. Sounds like we just doubled our hard cap and soft cap, Sam.
I wouldn't risk it too much. I also don't know who's that guy, but it's always the same wallet when I saw it. But he gets everything refunded.
It's an interesting model. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. You can explain it.
Yeah, the reason why they do that is, I mean, like, it's a whale playground, like I said, and as more money you contribute, as more safe is your space. Because if there's everybody buying only 5 BNB, and then there's a couple of people coming and buying 400 BNB, all these 400 BNB guys will be confirmed for the pre-sale. So yeah, it's like I said, it's a whale playground. But it's always full when I see it.
Yeah, that's one of the things too with the NFT that we're considering. When we first started talking about the subscription model, it was brought to us by the Pinksale guys, and we had a little bit of a back and forth about it because we didn't want to, you know, we do care about our core community more than the whales jumping back and forth, right? So one of the only reasons that we ended up deciding on this subscription model is because we have those NFTs that are still going to be up for purchase right now. And we're not going to cut off those sales. So anybody, if they do see it and think, hey, you know, like, I feel more comfortable with purchasing these peg token amounts, they can still buy the NFT instead of going into the pre-sale and you know, participate in the subscription model. However, doing the subscription model, like you said, they've all been filling, you know. So if it does fill and hits hard cap, we'll be able to guarantee the best version one that we can possibly give out to these people in our community, right? That still do have that option of getting the NFTs with the tokens for pre-sale.
Awesome. Yeah, it's mixed feelings about it, but it's always filled, so it's good. And like I said, in this time right now, we just want the pre-sale to be full because it's very hard to fill a pre-sale. So
very hard. Yeah, it was difficult because it was like, do you do a regular whitelist? Because originally we were going to be doing a whitelist regular pre-sale, and that was one of the benefits of having the NFTs, right? Was the fact that you get a whitelist spot for the pre-sale. But we could take a smaller amount, 20 or 30%, to go to the LP, leaving us, 60 to 70% to go into the development. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of regular pre-sales aren't filling, and Pinksale is like, if you do subscription, it's really bullish. Those seem to be doing well. We'll give you a bunch of marketing. So then you're like, okay, we can do this, but we're losing more to the LP off the top. So then you kind of have to raise more money to compensate for that. But at the end of the day, it's about getting eyes on the project, finding new investors or community people who believe in what you're doing, and having enough to develop our app. We were looking at going to GemPad or other launch pads. Pinksale's kind of being up or down here and there with their reputation at the end of the day. But they are the largest provider out there. They do get the largest volume, and if you're training on there, you're gonna do very well. For the most part, especially with a project like ours. And I'll be honest, like, we were a little hesitant, but they've been super supportive of us. And subscription model is new, but it seems to be the one that's working out at this point in time. And we're trying to do whatever we can to make sure that we can get that version 1 dApp fully funded, along with our extra things, and continue product development down the line.
Awesome, fair enough. So you're gonna push hard now this week. I mean, I'm in your Telegram. It's still a bit quiet. You have some outside people, like offline people who are not online, who are planning to buy, like from real life, or?
Man, I sure hope so. Time to get some flyers printed and start putting it on telephone posts. Yeah, I mean, so our community is relatively quiet. We did a big AMA push a few weeks ago. We got a little bit of traction, but not as much as we would have liked from, a lot of BNB spent. But luckily, we've come around and found the strong, smaller communities like yourself, like Brian's and Rude's and all these guys that have been so supportive. So now we have a good reputation amongst these smaller groups and are slowly building our community up. But we've taken it easy on the marketing for the past couple of weeks, just trying to let organic growth happen, trying to get new people in, talking on some Twitter spaces and all that type of jazz. But, because we don't have the app in development, it's not like every single day we have new and exciting news for people right now. But the next 5 days is really bullish for us. Like, we're going to get our Pinksale listed today, and then it will open on the Thursday. So that's going to be big news. That's going to get posted by Pinksale, and now we're really going to start spending our marketing money again in the last 4 or 5 days. Because let's be honest, telling someone about a Pinksale 2 weeks ahead of time, now people forget about it. I've done that, bookmark something and never come back to it again. So it's the next 5 days, I think, that are really key to getting community engagement and bringing on new investors.
Yeah, you don't want to lose the hype. I mean, when I did my first token, I marketed 4 weeks outside. I did 1 AMA every day, and I was super tired, and I still had struggled to fill 300 BNB. So,
Yeah.
So don't want to lose
We've
hype.
been getting a lot of when we enter these communities too. We've getting a lot of people that are very interested that say, "Yeah, we're just going to wait and see." I'm definitely going to be watching this one. And as much as we appreciate that too, it'd be nice to have a little bit more security going into this pre-sale, that we know that these people are going to be buying into it. But at the end of the day, we understand the market's down, everything's down right now. But I think that personally, the amount of response and good response that we've been getting, it is pretty exciting and pretty bullish for the project moving forward too. I don't know exactly how many people are still watching and keeping an eye on us, but every time that we get into these spaces and talk to people, it does generate excitement. It does generate a buzz. And I've been reached out to from people that have just heard recordings of AMAs. It's I'm pretty excited about that, but it is, it's hard to tell exactly how many people and who is going to be coming in and supporting us.
Awesome, thank you. This one question from Blessed One. We wanted to ask since 20 minutes. Let's get this. Okay, Blessed One, I unmuted you.
Hello, guys.
Hey, brother.
Yeah, I'm doing well. Hi, TG. Hi, Matthew. I wanted to ask about the your staking, right? You guys gonna be having a staking, so I wanted to know if the staking is gonna be, a kind of a flexible staking where you can just decide how long you wanna stake it, and anytime you wanna stake it, you can just, kind of unstake and do whatever you want with your token. Or would the staking be a kind of a rigid staking where you can't just unstake anytime you want until the duration you feel is reached?
Yeah, so essentially what we're going to do with our staking pool is we're going to build our staking pool, and then we're going to be able to extend it on our end and just keep adding time to it as needed, which will obviously, change the APY. But in regards to you being able to stake, we're not doing anything like, hey, if you pull out before a month, we're going to charge you 20%. I think that's stupid. People are staking because they want passive income. And if you believe in our project and you're going to stake, and then 2 days later, your car breaks down and you need to pull some of that out and go fix your car, why should I punish you for doing what you want with your money? So, there's a small fee for when you stake and unstake, but not like, I think it's just going to maybe be a gas. We're not quite sure how much it's going to be, but it's not a lot. But we're not penalizing you for staking and unstaking or anything like that. You can come in and stake for a day if you'd like. It's totally up to you. Like I don't like to complicate it. I don't like to punish people who believe in our project simply because they want access to their money again. It's like going to the bank and being like, hey, I know I just put $2,000 in my paycheck here, but actually now I need to pull it out. And they're like, whoa, 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 whoa. You only put it in yesterday, so we're going to take 20% of that $2,000 to pull it out. I think that's fucking ridiculous. So, you know, at the end of the day, like we're all here to make money, and we want to make it easy for you guys to make money if you believe in our project and you want to stake, or whether you just want to buy and sell on the chart, or whether you just want to be placing bets and make money that way. I think it's your money, and we just appreciate any support we get. So we're going to make it as easy as possible for you to get in and out of the staking platform.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You know, I think I love you guys. You guys are kind of considerate. You know, I've been in some other projects where you can't just unstake and time. Right? That sucks, man. That sucks. People should be given the right to, you know, stake their money time they want. You understand? So I think that's amazing. So finally about your NFTs, you know, outside the 800 NFTs you guys are gonna be releasing initially, how many more NFTs, how many more collections of NFTs will you guys release aside the 800 NFTs?
We haven't really dove into how many collections of NFTs we're going to be making at this point in time, because we have like, you know, the app is really our primary focus right now, not the NFTs. Like I remember when I told somebody, I was like, hey, guess what? I think we should do NFTs to raise money for pre-sale, and then the pre-sale will build the app. And they're like, oh, so you're an NFT project now? And I was like, no, 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 we're not an NFT project, but let's maybe reward people who believe in us, right? So we don't have a specific number of lines, or sorry, of how many lines we're going to do. You know, it's really going to come down to what can we offer to people that is going to get them to use the platform more and make them feel valued because they have this NFT and are using it with the platform. So there's a lot we can do there, whether we do NFTs for avatars or that type of thing. We don't have a lot of specifics on that yet because it's a little further down the line. But as soon as we really lock that stuff down, we'll let you guys know what the benefits are going to be. I think it'll definitely be after we launch our app, because we want to see what the volume's like, get feedback from people on the app. What do they like? What do they don't like? How are the fees working? How are the rewards working? And what do people want to see next on the platform? I think will dictate what we're going to do for the upcoming NFTs.
I just want to mention one quick on that too. We've never been interested in NFTs really for the sake of NFTs. However, we do really see a lot of value in the idea of utility-based NFTs, be that rewards for gambling rewards, be that rewards for BYB rewards or profile customization. We can guarantee that if there are more NFTs released, which there very well might be, they're going to be utility backed and utility driven. So it will benefit you in ways other than just holding an NFT or a piece of art. It'll be, you know, potentially reduction on fees, or there's a ton of opportunities for us to really reward our key users with these sort of NFTs.
I understood. Thank you so much. And you know, since you guys haven't decided yet, I think it will be pretty amazing if you kind of consider your community. You know, um, when deciding the number of NFTs you guys are gonna be releasing more, right? So I think you guys should consider your community. You know, ask from them to know what they want, right? So you don't just allow the number of NFTs that can be sold. You know, and I don't really like a DAO, right? But if DAO is gonna work for you, it will be good. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thanks, Sir TJ, for the wonderful opportunity.
No worries. Like we're definitely going to be great questions, by the way. We're definitely going to be talking to the community and being like, what do you guys want to see happen? You know, with the NFTs, with the DApp, with the APIs we're building, with the gamification elements. You know, like we have the concept, we have the programmers, we have the developers, we have what we need to build this, but we cannot build this without a community. So the community is going to be heavily involved in this. Like, you know, we're going to have a testnet version of this app of the betting app before the app officially launches. So we're going to be giving that to the community, like, come on board, try the staking, or sorry, try the betting app. What do you guys think? You know, we'll educate people on how to use testnet so they're not spending real money. Like, what works, what doesn't work, what do you guys want to see? Like, we're about as close to the DAO as you can get without officially being a DAO. Because I've also seen DAO projects that rely on a lot of people who are just money hungry, and they also make bad decisions because that's what the community wants, to make money, but it's not necessarily best for the business. But we're looking forward to getting feedback from the community on everything that we're doing. You guys are going to be along for the ride. We know that this thing can be fucking incredible. You know, like, we are innovators in the space. We think BSC needs to turn around, and we need to see legit businesses and business practices be involved. So for everybody who joins our community and asks these questions, we want you guys' input. We want you guys to get involved. We want you to feel like you're helping build this project, because we couldn't do it without you guys.
Awesome. Thanks, Blessed One, for the question. Yeah. Is there any other question? Or there's no questions? Yeah, like I said, I like the idea, I like the concept, and I can see so the app is going to be used on high school parties and everywhere in bars. Nice idea for to be drunk. I'm going to download that when it's ready, and I'm just going to bet with my wife because she always want to bet anyway. So I will do that. I wish you guys all the best for the week now until pre-sale. If I have time, I will drop in the pre-sale if you do a voice chat. I will keep an eye on this one. And everybody, have a look. Have a look at the founders NFTs. They're only 0.25 BNB, so that's actually not that much. Please do your own research. Yeah. Please do your own research. I don't want to give financial advice. I'm keeping an eye on this because I really like the concept idea. Yeah, guys, thanks for coming.
Thank you for having us, man. It's been really great. You guys have awesome questions. We really appreciate the support. It means a lot, and I can't wait to see some of you guys in our community sending me questions and sending all the marketing to Sam.
All AMA proposals, marketing, send it my way. It's my burden. I'll wear it.
I can send you a couple more channels, but I know you already have contact with Brian from Coin Launcher. He's having hooked you up. No worries. One question. Since I'm just watching in your IMDb, can you get me an autograph from Stephen Amell?
Oh man. Do we have to? If I'm sorry, I'm going to ruin your vision of Stephen Amell. So because I worked on Arrow for most of the first season and a bunch of the other seasons, he is the biggest. The biggest diva I've ever met.
Oh, he is. Okay.
Yeah, like he would just come to set and we do night shoots through the night. And he'd be there the first night. We're working till 4 a.m, and he would come to set and just complain or be like, "I'm the most important person here," and then everyone would just be cold. He'd be like, "Why is it no joking around?" You know what I mean? We're here to work, but it's yeah, but we're also working through the night and we're doing this stuff. And it was just I've never met somebody such a princess.
No worries.
And then the next night he wouldn't be there, and the guys are on the radio, we're making jokes, everyone's having fun. He would just suck the life out of the set. So I'm sorry, but he does not have a good reputation here in town. Kind of like Tom Welling from Smallville did not have a good reputation here in town. You know, the lead actor on The Flash, he's pretty nice, he's pretty cool. The lead person on Supergirl, also really cool. But Stephen Amell, I'm telling you, he's difficult. So I'm sorry.
Good.
I'm sorry to do that.
Good. I finished the series. No worries. No.
I met DiCaprio and Tom Hardy, and they were Tom Hardy is one of the coolest actors I've ever met. You know what I mean? Down to earth, chill, would talk to you about anything. I saw him right before he did Mad Max. And then I saw him again on The Revenant, and he's just just chill, cool to the crew. You know what I mean? So it's funny, you get these TV actors who are think they're really hot shit, and then you get some of the feature film actors who just like they just come to work and have a good time, you know. So
I just got an idea before we finish it, AMA. Maybe you should do like a
yeah.
podcast in your Telegram channel, 1 hour a week, and you tell like all the secrets of the of the
Oh
actors, you
man.
know, and you charge
Yeah.
bet your beans tokens for it, and then you're gonna burn them.
Man, I've got 15 years of dirt. That's a hard one. I'd really have to think about these stories. I mean, it's such a blur, man. Like I used to work 36 hours straight because I was making my own movies, putting my money and you know investing in myself, just like I do here in crypto. And it's just a blur of work and work and work because you know I'm very driven and I'm very passionate about what I do. And if I want something, I'm gonna fucking go for it. Um, but it's funny, people be like, "Oh, remember this time on this show like 7 years ago?" And I was like, "Holy shit, I totally forgot about that. I totally forgot." You know, you work long days, you get 2 weeks off in a year when you're really busy. And I also will I'll coordinate 2 or 3 shows at the same time, sometimes four. So I have bodies everywhere, and it's just logistics and management and dealing with producers and directors. Um, it's a good life though, man. And I'll be honest, like getting into a position where I'm in meetings with the directors and producers has gotten me to the point where I'm in crypto saying most of these people don't know how to manage or run things. And so now, you know, I'm 38. I'm glad that I've gotten the skills from doing the film work to bring over here and be like, let's build a company together and do it properly, right? So I'm sure I'll come up with some more stories next time we talk, brother. I'll find some stuff for you.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks. I don't want to take too much time out of this one now. You guys are busy. You have a busy week before you, and like I said, I wish you good luck, and I will be around.
Thanks, brother. Really appreciate it. Thanks for having us. You guys have been great.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks also to you, Sam.
Thanks for having us. It's been great.
Yeah.
We'll be in and out.
Yeah, feel free to drop all the important information here in the chat. And if we forget to pre-sale, just
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. You're gonna see that pre-sale link so many times. Sam's gonna
Yeah.
get banned real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna spam every channel. Yeah, it's gonna be bad.
Right on, gentlemen. Thank
yeah.
you.
All right. Thank you, and
Thanks for
thanks
having us,
everybody for
guys. Really appreciate it.
All right. Goodbye.